哎呀。
All your questions will be answered. You just have to trust me.
Aye, lass. And I've come to a decision. Mercer Frey tried to kill both of you. He betrayed the guild, murdered Gallus, and made us question our future. This deal goes through to die.
我感觉 COD 的交易要过来，要成功。买动视暴雪。
It's all true. Everything I heard in the stories. The night their allegiance to Nocturne and the Twilight Sepulchre.
That's why we need to prepare ourselves and meet Mercer on equal footing.
Good to see you again, friend.
Just outside the rift. Beyond the southeast gate is a small path cut up the mountainside. At the end of that path is a clearing and an old standing stone. I'd ask you both to meet me there.
You betted 4 women on the same night.
啊？
Well, if you don't want to hear it,
4个女人共度春宵，5P 呀！
I'd read a children's storybook. Get some better story, Pipper.
5P， 我靠！
Need something?
I'm preparing to leave for the standing stone. What is it?
Better soon.
之前本来以为这收购要黄了，结果微软直接找那个叫什么英伟达、任天堂全给签协议，我操！索尼这下，那我这不支持，岂不变成了我阻碍 COD 登陆其他平台？这怎么办？瞬间一转攻势，到底谁垄断？这一下。 那要不你索尼也和他们签个协议？索尼肯定不干啊。那你说怎么办嘛？对吧？
叫什么那个什么东西来着？
咱们以后 NS 可是能玩 COD 呀、要是给我微软，10年啊。英伟达也能玩 COD 啊，云游戏10年啊。你索尼，你有什么话要说？哦，好像之前我看昨天出新闻说他还说要让那个 COD 登录索尼会员计划来着。微软咋这么狠呢？这次我看他为什么历史要从那边走？这指引就有点问题。铁了心了就得把动视暴雪收了。 无论代价是什么，东说实话，这就突出一个黑不隆冬。现在，
我觉得看到已经
这
无法照亮众人。
哎，升级，怎么回事？敌人什么僵尸？我操！ 对，僵尸是夜晚上。我操，这黑的！天哪！僵尸好厚啊！我操！ 真他妈厚！主要是僵尸还不掉好东西，打半天。
掉点肉。
对，就掉个破肉。
吃了会不会这么不错？
好，这不炼金材料，这能啊？好啊，还真能吃。把熊都给挠死了，一群僵尸。啊！到夜晚进行这个行动才有感觉，我觉得夜莺嘛，毕竟。
打枪就不要。
I'm glad you're here. This is the headquarters of the Nightingales, cut into the mountainside by the first of our kind.
这贴图咋回事？这石头。
To defeat Mercer Frey. If you follow me, I'll try to explain on the way. Gallus, Mercer Frey and I were once members of what's known as the Nightingale.
我打的不是8 K 贴，
Trinity
他别的都很清楚，你看旁边石头，就这个不对。
我看了，
slaying
是不是他会
Gallus
动？
and
他
dumping
不
his
在
body
那个
into
高清
the
贴
有可能。
sanctum. Indirectly, the Trinity
夜莺
is
三人组
from the ranks of the guild, although its existence is a closely guarded secret. The Nightingales protect the Temple of Nocturnal, a place known as the Twilight Sepulchre. She's the mistress of night and darkness, and the
黑夜和
patron of
黑暗的
every Tamriel. Nocturnal is a rite of worship and reverence. There are no priests and no sermons, no services, and no alms. She influences our luck, and in return, demands payment. You're closer to understanding than you realize. The only difference is she doesn't demand payment in the traditional sense, and sometimes the cost can be quite high. Whether you know it or not, Nocturnal dictates how well we perform as rogues. Again, you have to think differently. Haven't you ever noticed how our luck behaves? Like a novice picking an impossible lock, or a blind man suddenly turning to face you as you reach for his pocket. It's through these subtle means that Nocturnal influences us. Nocturnal's whim is the greatest mystery to everyone. There have been volumes written on the subject. Does she accept payment when we die? When we suffer, does she revel in our misery? No one knows. The return certainly seems worth the risk, though. It's my hope that you will, yes. This way, please. It's just ahead. Please, keep following.
I'm just as puzzled as you are.
夜莺大厅。
So this is Nightingale Hall. I heard about this place when I joined the guild, but I never believed it existed.
The assumption that the Nightingales were just a myth was seeded within the guild on purpose. It helped divert attention from our true nature. What's wrong, Brynjolf? I can almost hear you growl furrow.
Trying to understand why I'm here last. I'm no priest. I'm certainly not religious. Why pick me?
他怎么卡住了？撞他一下，撞他一下就好。这星空别再有这问题了吧？
而且他有这问题，我也不觉得奇怪。
You're the first of the uninitiated to set foot inside in over a
我
century.
想看星空的比赛会不会多
We both proceed to the armory to don your Nightingale armor. We can begin the oath. You appear hesitant to don your Nightingale armor. What's troubling you? From the moment you were struck with my poisoned arrow at Snowvale Sanctum, my path changed its course. Perhaps I couldn't bring Mercer back alive, but together we were able to clear my name and to put Gallus's memory to rest. I'd always intended Mercer's fate to ultimately be decided by the guild, and it seems they've spoken. Proceed down the hall to the gate when you're ready. You appear hesitant to don your Nightingale. What's troubling you?
"残破的书籍。 护甲石。
This is enough to make your head spin, eh?
装备夜莺护甲。
Time's wasting, and Mercer's still out there. Let's get this show on the road.
You appear ready for the oath. Proceed down the hall to the gate when you're ready.
作为垃圾佬，必须得背个包才行。
应该背个那种蛇皮袋。
那确实，换一种。容易睡觉的地方。红色厨房的回忆，为什么都是很多人他们都有这一本书？这一本寓言。奇怪。这本书其实感觉挺特别的，一直。红色厨房的回忆。3张床对应着3人组。
Okay, lass. We've got these get-ups on. Now what?
Beyond this gate is the first step in becoming a nightingale.
Whoa there, lass. I appreciate the armor, but becoming a nightingale? That was never discussed.
To hold any hope of defeating Mercer, we must have Nocturnal at our backs. If she's to accept you as one of her own, an arrangement must be struck.
What sort of arrangement? I need to know the terms.
The terms are quite simple, Brynjolf. Nocturnal will allow you to become a nightingale and use your abilities for whatever you wish. And in return, both in life and in death, you must serve as a guardian of the Twilight Sepulchre.
Aye, there's always a catch. But at this point, I suppose there isn't much to lose. If it means the end of Mercer Frey, you can count me in.
What about you? Are you ready to transact the oath with Nocturnal? By transacting the oath with Nocturnal, you're entering into a business deal. You'll be provided all of the power and knowledge befitting a nightingale. You're free to use those powers as you see fit, to further your own goals, or the goals of the Thieves' Guild. In return, you'll be required to defend the Twilight Sepulchre and everything within when the need arises. More importantly, upon your death, your spirit will be bound to the Twilight Sepulchre as one of its guardians. Once the oath has been struck, the terms are binding. Knowing this, are you ready to undergo the ceremony? Good. After I open the gate, please stand on the circle. We'll speak when the oath is complete.
This is enough to make your head spin, eh?
Ah? 啥意思啊？
I think we should trust the lass and take the lead.
We'll speak when the oath is complete.
他不过来呀？怎么了？这是？
你换了衣服了？
换了？
We'll speak when the oath is
是
complete.
同伴打了。
他在往外走啊！
We'll speak when the
应
oath
该
is
他
complete.
不会，他不是会去开那个。
什么意思啊？这是？
让他走，看看你走了。
你看不走，非要往……这什么鬼啊？这是？
Time's wasting, and Mercer's still out there.
What the fuck?
On the road.
bug 了。不过这个 mod 好像是做了可以叫什么叫不知道咋做到的解除契约，不太明白怎么解除。
不知道，那应该契约也只是就是给你添加。
他说是不能解除，卡利亚说不能解除。我想知道这 mod 怎么改的，怎么说能解除？
设定上，加点设定。就像是那
哎，现在好了，他过去了，靠，是个随机触发 bug。
对，再做一个。
You, Lady Nocturnal, Queen of Mirth, and Empress of Shadow, hear my voice.
Ah, Carlia. I was wondering when I'd hear from you again. Lose something, did we?
My lady, I've come before you to throw myself upon your mercy and to accept responsibility for my failure.
You're already mine, Carlia. Your terms were struck long ago. What could you possibly offer me now?
I have two others that wish to transact the oath, to serve you both in life and in death.
You surprise me, Caroline. This offer is definitely weighted in my favor.
My appetite for Mercer's demise exceeds my craving for wealth and grace.
Revenge. How interesting. Very well. The conditions are acceptable. You may proceed.
Lady Nocturnal, we accept your terms. We dedicate ourselves to you as both your avengers and your sentinels. We will honor our agreement in this life and the next until your conditions have been met.
Very well. I name your initiates Nightingale, and I restore your status to the same, Carlisle. And in the future, I'd suggest you refrain from disappointing me again.
我获得了什么力量呢？到底？
Now that you've transacted the oath, it's time to reveal the final piece of the puzzle to you. Mercer's true crime. Mercer was able to unlock the guild's vault without 2 keys because of what he stole from the Twilight Sepulchre, the skeleton key. By doing this, he's compromised our ties to Nocturnal and, in essence, caused our luck to run dry. Well, yes, but the key isn't only restricted to physical barriers. All of us possess untapped abilities, the potential to wield great power securely
灵魂钥匙。
Once you realize the key can access these traits, potential becomes limitless.
最近总有陶德头像的人加群。
Although it would benefit the guild more than you can imagine, in the end it would do more harm than good. If the key isn't returned to its lock in the Twilight Sepulchre, things will never be the same for the guild. As time passed, our luck would diminish to the point of non-existence, and whether you know it or not, our uncanny luck defines our trade. Very true. In our line of work, it's quite rare we set out to return a stolen item to its rightful owner. Before we depart, Brynjolf has some business to discuss. I suggest you listen to him.
Listen, lad. There's one last piece of business we need to settle before we go after Mercer. Listen, lad. There's one last piece of business we need to settle before we go after Mercer. The leadership of the guild. Carlia and I had a long discussion before you arrived here. Thanks to your efforts, Mercer's treachery has been exposed. After we deal with him, all the remains will restore the guild to its full strength. As a result, we both feel that you have the potential of replacing Mercer as leader of the Thieves Guild. I've been at this game a long time, my friend. A long time. I've stolen trinkets from nobles and framed priests for murder. I'm good at what I do, maybe even one of the best, but it's all I know. I've never been one to lead, never desired it, never cared for it, don't want it.
让我们回到更好的时代。
Well, we have a bit of an errand to run before your coronation, so don't get sentimental on me now. Then it's decided. When this is all over and Delvin's contacts assure me that we've regained our footing in Skyrim, we'll handle the details. Until then, we have quite the task ahead. I've been poring over the plans you brought us, and I'm convinced the eyes of the Falmer are in the dwarven ruins at Erkenthal. Carlia and I will meet you there. Prepare yourself, lad. This will be a fight to remember. Aye, and some of what Carlia said is starting to make sense. Mercer may have damaged our reputation and raided our coffers. This goes well beyond even his twisted form of larceny. Old Delvin kept calling it a curse, and we all laughed at him. Looks like the joke's on us. If you would have asked me that yesterday, I'd have said no, but now I think our chances have improved. Look, call me crazy if you like, but I trust Carlia. I don't think she'd lead us down a suicidal path. Besides, I'd rather die with some of Mercer's blood on my blade than spend the rest of my life regretting that I ran the other way. Until next we meet, lad.
Blade now. Here, this is fresh. I'll have another meal ready tomorrow.
Sorry, lad. I've got important things to do. We'll speak another time.
这个洞是要原路返回。
Yes.
对。
Now that you're a nightingale, you may consider this your home.
很少这种。
I find that this place offers many things that will help you in your endeavors, as well as a wealth of information for you to learn.
可是并没有
Once
啊
the。skeleton key has been restored to the Twilight
他
Sepulchre.
说这里有很多东西，还有知识没看见。
With the skeleton key missing from the Twilight Sepulchre, I'm afraid Mercer's seen to it that none of us can benefit from Nocturnal's gifts. You merely transacted the oath, signed the unwritten contract with Nocturnal. In order for us to receive our abilities, our end of the bargain, I'm afraid the key must be returned. If Nocturnal was truly displeased with me, with any of us, she wouldn't have answered my call. I have no doubt that we still hold her favor, and I believe it gives us enough of an edge to defeat Mercer Frey.
夜莺大厅。天气在晚上比白天更寒了。我觉得真的是那个享受老滚的正确方法就是生存模式，太好了，生存模式。因为老滚并不是没有快速旅行的方法，人家本来也有那个马车，因为辐射也有那叫什么那个飞鸟，都行。其实，但是辐射那个生存模式必须得把它存档给 enable， 否则太他妈过分了。只要把那个存档给开启，我觉得生存模式就巨好玩。Plus， 像老滚5生存模式都没仅用存档，你说你把存档给仅用了，你这有点离谱。辐射4那个。
没啥必要。
我每次我除了第一次以外都我操你， 我除了第一次以外都打mod把存档给，否则真受不了。龙，搞下来，趁着米拉克还没出来阻挠。我操你！这他妈的怎么回事？暗影之时，什么叫可以隐形一段时间？是指啥呀？
就是给一个隐身的技能。
哦，隐身技能原来是这样才能获取啊！懂。
应该是吧？他的描述，我看过他的描述，但我没有用。
主要是要触发 DLC， 要打通 DLC， 我想一气打，我不想说我先把它触发了，天天米拉克跑出来抢我龙魂，然后我还要很久才能打完 DLC， 所以我现在压根就不鸟。
出来不一定是魔力。
They're reforming the Dawn Guard.
我现在的祝福是啥来着？我看，不是我现在的舌头。我现在石头是哪个？我在哪看我现在的石头是哪？为什么这没有？
在那个被动那里有。
可是没有。哦，有骏马负重100，那肯定不换，就这个，都不用想，绝对负重。
现在是身体
怎么回事？怎么又打起来了？为什么猎古城里天啊？猎古城怎么回事啊？这是。我不好。盗贼，他们和盗贼打起来了。这，你说我又是盗贼公会，又是帝国的刺客怎么办？有点尴尬。装备可以无声移动，开锁难度减少。它那个首都系列是只有风盔和白曼是吧？风舵和白曼，没有别的。
什么首
就
都？
Capital 大修，我就找到 Capital Windhelm 和 Capital Whiterun。求求别下雨了，等我出去。这个月叫雨守月，是不是有这个原因？哎，是不是根据这个有设定啊？就雨守月更下雨，我觉得应该有啊，否则叫雨守月干嘛？那过了这个月可能就好。你看，果然在下雨。咱们且看，等到下个月它还是不是这样？否则这样有雨季，温哥华也是，有的时候就是下雨多，这倒很正常。钓上。听着 Far Horizon 钓鱼，放松一下。看旁边这些人去上班。 啊，
May not look like much.
这
Boat can get you there faster than walking.
这他妈的！掉了个杯子，咋掉上来的？
我不是靴子。
这马上就靴子，绝对有靴子。我觉得这是游戏时我可能最喜欢的背景探索时的 soundtrack， 就是 Far Horizon 裂谷。可惜帝国没有把马文赶走。
Divine smile on
The
you.
throne.
他他妈还是领主了，真他妈离谱！
Vald? Why would you want to help with that idiot?
He owes me a steep debt. In fact, he's lucky all I did was.
这货还当领主，必须得给他搬下来！我操！
A few years back, I commissioned a unique quill from a good friend of mine in Winterhold. Vald was tasked with getting it here safely, and it ended up at the bottom of Lake Honric. The wizards called it the Quill of Gemination, and demanded a tremendous amount of gold to have it made. If you can locate the quill and return it to me, something Vald was too stupid to do himself, I'll consider the debt satisfied. The quill was supposed to allow me to
成双
duplicate any writing I'm viewing in exacting detail.
这
I'm
哈利
sure
波
you
特了，
understand
这都
how
变成。
useful that would prove in a business situation, especially where signatures were involved. Fortunately, the quill required an ink with a unique formula known only to myself.
对呀、他做领主裂谷完
So if
蛋
you have
了
any，ideas
必须要把
about
它
selling
整
it to someone else or keep
想得
it,
美，在这上面做，你做不了多久了，马文。
I had Vald meet the caravan from Winterhold on the western end of the lake, so he could avoid the roads. The idiot got lost in the mist and ran his boat right over some rocks, sending it straight to the bottom. He's too stupid to remember where he was, and any attempt I've made to find it in the past has been unsuccessful. Vald said his rowboat struck some rocks. I'd check under the water near one of the small islands in the lake. Perhaps you should start at the docks and work your way out towards Golden Glow Estate. Out of my way.
这货真他妈讨厌。往那一坐，真气人。
The throne suits me, don't you think?
你等着。
I'm Riften's appointed steward. How can I help you? I'm not certain what business it is of yours, but I'm Jarl Maven's steward. I run the prisons in Riften, keep the riffraff from robbing the good folk of the city, and have the drunks tossed into the lake. Defense? No one would dare attack Riften. I'm not sure you realize just how well connected Jarl Maven is with the Empire. With a single snap of her fingers, we could have a legion here in a fortnight. Indeed, you don't get to the position my mother's achieved by blind luck. Her business sense and diplomatic skills are legendary. The Black Briars have been instrumental in keeping Riften on the map. Before the meadery was opened almost 50 years ago, this town was nothing. A simple waypoint for those journeying on to Morrowind. But now, thanks to my mother's generosity, this city is making its mark.
I
You do
believe
well
we're
to
done.
remember who's in charge around here.
那个等待时机到底是什么时候呢？去趟马卡斯。
Your sheep.
我操！你知道那边下雪，风舵就下不是那边下雨，风舵就下雪，下的跟鹅毛大雪一样。